Trick or treat!
Oh, hello, dearies. Happy Halloween. Aren't you a bit too old to be trick-or-treating?
I'm 12 years old, ma'am. Technically not even a teenager yet, ma'am.
Here's a piece of candy for you all.
Darn, we're completely striking out this year. Are we too old? The return on investment doesn't seem to be working out this Halloween.
Forget these chuds. All this candy stuff is for babies anyways.
Yeah, let's hit up some haunted houses instead. Hey, Frank, I heard Laura Cooper is working at Haunted House Taos instead of the Beast this Halloween.
So what?
And she's playing a sexy ghost. Ooh.
Piss off, I don't care.
Sure. I guess you won't mind if I tell your Canadian girlfriend then. Ha!
Genevieve. Those are such lame names for haunted houses. Just because we live in Taos and it rhymes with house doesn't make it a good name.
I heard there's one in an abandoned school in Siloam called Demonic Tutor.
I've heard of that one. My cousin from Albuquerque, he said his older stepbrother who's in college went there. He said the school really is haunted because some kids and teachers died in a fire caused by a dry ice explosion on Halloween back in the 1950s.
That doesn't make any sense. Dry ice is carbon dioxide. It's non-combustible. It can't make fire when it explodes.
They should rename Taos House to something cool, like Tormod's Crypt, or Anzarin Runes, or Feast of the Unicorn.
Aren't those just magic cards? They are cool names, though.
The card art for Feast of the Unicorn is so cool. It sounds like the unicorn is eating, but it actually makes people and goblins eating a unicorn.
That'd make a sick haunted house scene. Who did the art for that one?
Dennis someone. Dennis Rottweiler?
Detwiller.
Wait, guys, where are we? I thought your mom was following us in the minivan. Guys, why aren't there any other kids on the street?
No way! I told her we could trick-or-treat our own this year. We don't need adults.
Hey, look. That house has its porch lights on. That means they're open for business, and I don't see a single other kid on the street.
Oh man, I bet they've got tons of candy they want to unload. Come on!
Guys, why are there no other kids on the street?
Who cares? Candy.
And the whole house is dark except for that one porch light.
Candy! Candy! Candy!
Okay, fine.
This does look creepier up close. This porch doesn't feel sturdy. The paint is chipping off and this doorknob's rusted.
Come on, you chicken. I'll do it. Okay, maybe we don't need more candy.
Please, please, please tell me the story.
Oh, shit, guys, run!
My legs won't move.
Zoinks, mine neither. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
What story?
Please.
What the fuck?
You're not allowed to say fuck.
That's from the game, right? Fake Plissken? But how?
Please tell me the story.
Paul Demento and his 200 mind-controlled people were outside the bar wanting a gun and bullets that Xianzhan shot him with. Emily, the bartender, triggered a lockdown that covered the windows and the doors with metal shielding, and then she asked to see the bullets. She said that the bullets were made of the same black, glassy substance that some of the mysterious people with a lot of money have been studying in the cave under the bar.
Yeah. And she said that Xianzhan escaped from under the bar.
Jack got a cave map from the spelunkers in the bar.
Emily told the Viper gang to go down into the caves and either leave that way or find something to kill Paul and his followers with. She didn't care which. So they went down to the cave and tried to escape.
Yeah, and on the way, we had to beat a minigame to steal a business card from a guy named Walsh. He worked for the network and had contact info for something called Club Apocalypse.
We went into the decontamination room at the bottom of the stairs. Mom said we had to go, so we saved and quit the game.
Please tell me the story.
Didn't you hear me? That's as far as we got.
No, stop!
We can tell you one more if you let us go. Frank still has the game. We can beat it, and then we'll come back and tell you the rest.
What does that mean?
Fuck it, run!
Catabasis, the descent.
All right. Jimothy, how do we put these suits on? Is there some kind of order or...
First thing I need is everyone to go wash their hands. Next.
I kind of look around for a sink.
It's a locker. There's definitely a sink.
A sink pops out. It's like,
I imagine one of those little like standalone like foot operated sinks like they put up sometimes. All right, we got our suits on. Anyone have any guesses as to what we should expect? I think this is a new one for Team Viper.
No idea.
All right. Well, I guess I'm the fearless leader.
Vipper Var
Let's
Vapor.
go. So I kind of
Scream Vipter up, tap rear as you run towards the door.
Vipter up.
Vipter up, tap rear.
You yell, Beekeepers! And charge into the room.
beekeepers go. Yeah, I do all that with a lot of gusto, but then when I get to the door, I actually like open it where you like turn the knob like to be quiet and just kind of like peek out.
What you see is a circular room of which on the inner circle of that room is a glass circle floor to ceiling, and it is absolutely pitch black inside of it. But I want everyone to give me a power roll as they walk in.
That is a critical success.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fail.
That's okay,
44
that's
on an
okay.
80.
Oh,
Pass.
I can roll for Aubrey. What's Aubrey's power?
60.
She passes too. So, Jimmy, did you pass?
Yep.
Everybody who passes gets a sense of something is watching them from inside the darkness there. That darkness you cannot see inside. It's like impenetrable darkness, but something you feel is watching you in there.
Does it seem like it's a solid or a liquid or?
That's a good question. It is
Non-Newtonian.
it's a non-Newtonian, non-Euclidean darkness.
As I look into it, my vision twirls around and I just fall over.
Yeah. It just is like an inky black darkness that looks like thick. And like maybe there's like a cloud, like a shadowy cloud of some sort or something in there. What's Bobby thinking right now?
I'm probably thinking, oh shit, did I make the right decision? This is weirder than I expected. All right, I've gotta keep it together for the team. I don't know what's in there looking at me, but it's in there and we're out here, so I guess just keep moving. And then I probably turn and like shine my light forward.
Jimothy, you hear that as if he is speaking that out loud, but you are staring at him and his mouth is not moving.
Can I look at the rest of my party members?
Yeah, with a critical, I'd say. For a split second, everyone you look at, you're able to hear kind of their thoughts of what is happening. But what I'll tell you is it's a strange, and they can actually, at this point, they'll probably all basically have to tell you what they're each thinking. I imagine it's nothing that interesting besides what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to go into it. I'm just...
But the interesting is, it's not you're hearing their words. It's more of like getting the feeling of where they are, like what they're feeling. So you don't hear like the reading of their words, right? It's purely like on a emotional kind of level. And then as quickly as that happens, it's gone. And I don't really know if you need to necessarily roll Sandy unless I guess you could roll Sandy to see if you believe it. You know what I mean?
That's an ot 1.
Oh.
So I just...
What do you think an Ot 1 means for him, for Jimothy?
I don't know, has Jimothy ever sampled any of his own cooking, so to speak?
Probably not. I think that he would very much believe it and sort of like be like very into it. And then now like rationalizing that it is like a possible thing will now be like very focused on recreating it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like getting kind of obsessed with it to some degree.
Yeah.
Not like obsessed, but like is like, oh, what is
And
this?
as of right now, like I will be like very much like touching this thing and like trying to figure out, be like, I just did a thing with this.
Like what is
and
happening?
then like I'm like touching it and like looking at people and like trying to like, and how about now?
Do you
And how about now?
do you tell anyone that happened?
No.
You okay, buddy? You still with us?
Yeah. I'm good. Like, I'm staring like really intently at you. Like,
Make sure that you wear gloves when you're handling all those chemicals next time, yeah? And then I kind of just keep going.
All right. This is Sam, the editor, coming in here early in the ep, as we call it in the biz, which is what we call the podcasting business. We fucked around with this map I made for like 20 minutes because this was before I realized I have the distance or spatial reasoning of a turnip, and we are deathly allergic to anything similar to D&D or tactical maps. But because I am a loving and gracious game mom, I've recorded a little voiceover that condenses the map and lets you, the dear listener, for which I do everything, understand what the fuck everyone is talking about. That is all. You stand in a broad, curved hallway that forms part of a circular complex, like a donut, with this glass wall at the center, making the donut hole. The entire inner wall is made of seamless glass, and that's filled with the inky blackness. Every surface around you is impossibly smooth and metallic. There's a pale silver that reflects light in multiple different directions. Behind you is the passage you just entered from the north. 60 feet to your left, this hallway is divided by a flawless partition wall with a single immaculate sliding door set flush into it. To your right, along the outer curve, 2 more sliding doors punctuate the outer wall about 100 feet away, likely side chambers or rooms or something. Beyond them, another partition closes off this quadrant of the ring. Its door stutters and shudders against broken tracks, opening halfway, then jamming before it can seal again. You have the sense that this curved corridor is only one segment of a vast circular structure that encircles the glass core. The air smells strongly of antiseptic, a sterile scent.
What do you think Emily does with this place?
Was that a rhetorical question or a real question, boss?
Yeah, it was kind of a joke. I'm just
No one laughs.
We all are just staring wide-eyed. We're like,
yes, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. So essentially we have 3 options. We don't really know where any of them go.
so my first instinct would be to go as far as I could without going through a door. And so I think probably by default, I would have gone to where the X is.
Yep.
And then
But that's the one that's broken, right?
Yeah, but once you guys get to it, you can see that it's broken. But it's like, this is a large cavern. So it took you a while of walking. It's not like from here, you can see there. You had to like walk around kind of halfway to see that because these are a huge kind of area.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think like my instinct would probably be to like do the same thing, and then I would just backtrack and be like, that's the closest to the farthest one, so we try this door.
Yeah.
The door opens basically for you guys, and what you see is a common area with a kitchen and kind of a little dining facility. There's a foosball table and a
Hell
TV
yeah, foosball.
set up with a Atari. Is that no? Yeah, that was dumb.
I mean, it could be an Atari still.
I guess it could be.
An N64?
Isn't it 60?
Sega Master System.
N64 should be out by that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing.
I think it
Wow,
came
that was
out
my first
in,
guess,
like,
but then I was
90
like, that's too.
No, I
6
think
or
yeah,
97.
because
We definitely should have had
PS1,
PlayStation 1 for sure was out, and PlayStation 2 was.
Yeah.
And I think GameCube
around the
hasn't had
corner.
it
I don't
come
know if
out
it was
yet,
out
but
yet,
that
but it was
was
around the
close behind.
Damn. Didn't realize
Yeah, I
I
was
was
gonna say
playing
when
with
I
a
was
bunch
in
of
grade
fucking
school, we
nerds.
were already playing Mario Kart at like my friends' houses, so that would be like 97, 98.
There's an Atari system hooked up to a TV.
And we're like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, geez, these guys need to upgrade.
So you see a dining room, a rec room, and then a bunch of what look like kind of bunk rooms. So there's
okay.
4 rooms, each with 2 bunk beds.
Is anybody sleeping in the bunk beds?
Nobody is sleeping in any of them.
Do we see any people at all?
There's nobody in here.
Does it look like there's a way out in here?
But there is definitely not a way out in here. This is like a bunker for them to sleep and recreate. And
Well, this doesn't look like the way out.
I guess we backtrack.
Yeah. Try the next door.
can you guys give me alertness?
Pass.
Yeah, that's a pass.
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 As you guys are kind of just looking around the room, realizing that there's nothing there that you want to see, you hear a pound on the ground outside of the door because the door opens and closes as you guys go in. It's like a pneumatic, automatic door.
Star Trek.
It's Star Trek shit. You hear a pounding and a scraping that sounds really heavy, and then a second one follows right after that. and it's from outside the doors.
God damn it.
Seems like we shouldn't go out there.
Yeah.
I think I kind of motion everybody behind me and kind of quietly walk up to the door.
If you walk up to the door, you know it's going to open up because it's an auto sensor.
Okay.
You guys have figured that out from each door. It's like an auto sensor opening.
Maybe we throw something at the door, see
Nice.
if it opens while we hide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. If you want
Nice.
to throw something,
Good call.
something a little bit larger at the door.
We throw the Atari at the door.
Yeah.
You rip the Jaguar from its moorings into the TV.
Into the
yeah,
TV?
yeah, Jaguar goes into a TV.
Why are we throwing it out at the door?
No, you're ripping it off of the TV.
Oh, you said you throw it
door.
at the TV.
No, you throw it at the door.
Just for fun. That's what the
First we throw it at the TV.
Jaguar
Like, why are we
deserves.
Because
throwing it
no
at the
one's
TV?
watching TV here.
We throw like a chair or something at the door.
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
presume.
Where are you guys all like hiding, I guess?
Under
Or
the
like-
bunk beds.
We're all behind the Atari.
You what?
Oh, I'm picturing it being like a big. It's not a big.
No, it's like the size of a Nintendo 64.
Oh, I thought it was like an arcade game.
So you're
I
just
was
holding it over
picturing
your
it the
head and
size-
everyone's cowering underneath it.
I thought it was the size
And you're like, no one
of
can
like
see
a
us now.
Pac-Man game. Like a big. Okay, I have no idea what an Atari is. Okay, so we're learning.
That was a good try in using the Atari, but you didn't quite understand what
Throwing
it
it would
is.
have made sense. Cowering behind it does not. I thought Atari was like a big.
I know, you tried.
Okay. I don't know. I'm hiding it behind whatever the largest object in the room is.
Okay, that's the Atari. No, you can hide behind like couches or something, and somebody, I guess, tosses a chair and then runs back behind the couches set up. Okay, it flips open. What you see is a woman in a white lab coat, and she looks to be struggling to kind of throw something over her shoulder. She's kind of bent over, crouched down, and when she kind of humps her shoulder over, what you see is that there's been another person in a all-black tactical gear fused into her spine, and they're like humping over each other, trying to both like grab and move at the same time.
This is a sex scenario.
Yeah, this is...
Wait, so they're like spine to spine?
This ass to ass. Roll Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, no, they're like fused together and like their heads are kind of fused back together too. And they're loping along. It's not like they're fighting each other. It's like they've become a weird creature with 4 legs that is learning how to move but not fighting it.
They're kind of like Doc Octopus.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're kind of like Doc Octopus. There's a bunch of limbs and it looks like they're slowly learning how those limbs come together to move.
Does this person look
Yeah, their
insane,
face
or-
is like contorted in like a horrific visage. And what I will say is A, everybody needs to roll sanity, obviously, if you're seeing this horrific thing. Then B,
Oh, I passed.
nice.
All right, just fail. 97.
I got crit success.
Crit success, we'll do 1, pass. We'll do 1d4, fail. We'll do 1d6, plus 1,
Passed.
1d4.
7.
So if you lose more than 5, fight, flight, or freeze.
Probably a flight, freeze, fight would be
So
my
we'll do-
guess.
Flight is 1 through 3. 4 to 5 is
Freeze.
and then fight. Okay,
Is a
yeah, that
6.
makes sense to me.
4. So this is a freeze.
A freeze. Okay, that's like not terrible.
You just want to do... All right, it's fine.
On the other hand, if you think something else could happen, I'm happy for you to do that.
I mean, I just think in this context that the freeze doesn't make a ton of sense.
Mhm.
And so
Would
I mean,
you
it's just kind of like an easy way out because you're just like, nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. Do you want to just
Let's
do
do a re-roll, and let's just do 1 through 3 is
flight,
flight and 4, 5,
sounds
6
great. I
is-
love that. That is much better.
2. So
Flight.
Flight.
Yep, so you're gonna fucking take off, and you can describe what you want to do with that. So I think what happens is
are they walking towards the...
they're gonna be walking towards the shitty door.
Okay.
And they seem to be meandering. I wouldn't say they have like a purpose. It's not like they're like going towards something. It's almost like they're like, Brownian motioning around.
Yeah, so I think that I'd take off in the other direction.
So that would be back towards where you guys came in from and towards the glass wall.
Yeah, I like the idea of you kind of like run, like just fucking seeing that and dashing off, and then like as you're dashing off, trying to touch
just
the
like touch the
fucking
thing.
the weird thing.
Can I roll like an occult or like something to just see if I can like recapture the moment to try to get in their brain?
Yeah, I think you can, but
Maybe just roll a natural and see if I crit success.
yeah, I think so.
Fair.
Yeah, it's 100% fair. I mean, that's how that natural skill.
That is a 98.
Okay, so Close.
So, no.
No. I think you reach out and feel kind of nothing, just the inky blackness. Run your hand against the thing. Yeah, it's solid and it is cold, very cold, almost painfully cold. Probably so cold that if you weren't this interested in the thing, you would have like recoiled. So he's run off. And I think what we're going to do then is it particularly stealthily or not stealthily?
It's not a breaking point, but it's a
temporary kind of insanity thing.
So I think that I don't think that I'm screaming, but I think I just like.
Yeah, why don't you give me a luck roll then?
32, that's a pass.
Okay, the thing does not notice you moving. So Jimothy has taken off and you three are sitting there kind of behind some shit watching this thing hump its way towards this broken door. What are you going to do?
I guess probably make sure Jimothy doesn't hurt himself with whatever he's doing.
Yeah, and how are you going to do that?
Follow him.
Jack's got it.
Okay, what we're going to do then, I guess, is everybody can give me a stealth roll here.
It's a pass.
Fail.
Pass.
How much did you fail by, Jack?
Wait, is 69? Is that good or bad?
Oh, that's a critical success.
Okay, great.
Oh, excellent. Oh, great. Okay, that's excellent. That thing is just fucking humping towards this door, like feeling itself in its new body. And you guys make it way past. On the critical success, I think what I'm going to tell you is that you hear on your guys' run towards Jimothy, somebody muttering behind the door, next to the door you guys just exited from. So like the room over. Kind of saying something like, what the fuck? Not yelling, but like trying to keep their shit together. You hear that on your critical success. The rest of you guys are able to like stealthily get across without making noise. I imagine what happens is you guys are waiting for it to like pass and then just like bolt as like fast as you can. Just like.
But only Jack heard the person talking in the room.
I would mention it if you wanted to go that way, though. I'd be like, there's someone in there.
Am I
I
far
mean, I
enough
probably would.
ahead, though, that it could be me?
No, it's definitely not you. In fact, I would say that once you guys get past there, we're seeing you, that door opens because you're going through that door. You're like fleeing. You know what I mean? You're going through this door. And so they heard something over here. So I think your two options are to stop and investigate the room with the mumbling man or follow Jimothy further up towards the other door on the other side of the donut.
I mean, I think we're going to follow Jimothy because Jimothy's our boy.
Yeah. Outside of this door right here, you do notice that there's a key card, and the key card has a little pass, and it says March Technologies on it, and there's a picture of a bald man with a red beard, and it says Harper, Jackson, and it's like age 40, Caucasian male. So this is some person's personal identification kind of key card, how they get in and out of things.
We picked that up.
I assume somebody picks it up. And then when you guys cross the threshold in there, I think you see Jimothy, and so I think this is great because this is perfect. This is a security office with monitoring screens. And the screens are directly pointed in at the black darkness. You run in, you see these screens, realize it's pointed at the inky black darkness, and I think actually you pick up the card because you see it, you grab it, and then by the time you guys get in there, you've already booted up the machine to look at what was going on in there, because basically this is like a 24-hour feed, and you were like, saw that you could insert the card, look to see what was happening, and rewatch this, like what is CCTV inside the inner thing. You do that, and you guys are running in. These cameras, there's like a bunch of screens. They're all flashing like one giant picture. There's a picture of a 33-year-old man with slicked back hair, wearing what looks like dark scrubs and a white coat. He seems to be sneaking into the circular room. The circular room at this point is lit up, but there is a center column filled with what looks like a milky white viscous liquid, and it's in the center of this black. So it's no longer black here, right? It's like a full kind of room. The room has a bunch of tables and computers and like dissection stuff. It's a giant like kind of scientific research area. The tank again has this opaque milky white liquid, and as you're watching, I think what happens is you guys walk in and you turn and you see something large move within that liquid chamber. Something kind of slithers in there and the video distorts a bit. And then eventually this guy with the black slick back hair lifts up what looks like some sort of blowtorch to the milky white chamber and clicks a button, and then all of a sudden there's a bright flash of electricity that blows a hole in the tank, and the milky like substance starts flowing outwards, and then the alarms start going off, and you can see.
And this is happening currently?
This is, he had activated what had happened in the last 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
At that moment, a bald-headed man with a red beard that you recognize from your card runs in screaming. He looks around astonished, and starts attacking the slick back hair man. As they tussle, further liquid leaks out. The camera starts to like glitch even more, and you're seeing artifacts and like when a VHS tape gets like all fucked up. At the very end, before the camera like ends, you see something super large slither out from the tank, and everything just goes fucking black. And at first, you guys think that the camera's cut off, but then you realize that it's actually just filming what is like an inky black substance filling up the whole chamber that you had now seen when you walked in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, the big old black area was normal before, but then this tube thing broke and then filled the area with blackness.
Yep. And it released something.
The white stuff turned black. Okay. Well, we're not going to go in that room.
Am I still in my psychoses?
No, I think there was like enough of you like doing stuff and doing
Do I
shit.
have to roll?
Oh yeah, everybody has to roll sanity for seeing whatever the fuck you just saw.
Ooh, 54. That's a pass.
Pass
Yeah,
again?
pass. Just normal pass.
Failed.
What is it?
96.
Oh, okay.
It's just regular fail.
Or are we doing 69 inverse 96 critical?
Just
We've
wants
discussed
you to
that.
be insane.
So seeing something on camera like that's maybe not that bad, but knowing that that's like right there, because you can see
Right.
that right next to you, right? Like that whole thing, I think is ominous enough that we'll do anybody who passed does a 1d4, and anybody who failed does a 1d6 plus 1.
2.
Just one.
6.
Sick. Love that. Jack, when things are looking bad, what order do you fight, flight, and freeze?
Freeze, fight, flight.
So you're most likely to freeze, then fight,
Flight.
then flight.
Flight.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll a 1d6. 1 through 3 is freeze, 4 to 5 is fight, and 6 is flight.
5. Fight. Sorry, guys.
Sick.
Yeah, no, I love that. What's
This is good.
what does that mean for Jack?
I don't want to fight anybody, and this happens every time.
Yeah, but it's great.
I mean,
The
I
game
like
ends.
fighting people, but I don't want to fight these people. But
That's
they're
fine.
the people around, so you're gonna make me fight
What's
these
the
people.
best story, though?
Yeah, that's good. That's how the game's
It
supposed
doesn't
to
have to
end.
be a person. I mean, Jack could be fighting anything. You could be fighting the black.
Black monster that I think is there.
Yeah, you could be fighting.
Oh.
I just went insane.
Fuck.
So how about I think I'm attacking the
Yeah.
monster or one of the people or
Yeah,
whatever.
I love that. Why
You
don't
have a club.
Yep,
And
and you could
potentially
Yep.
a thing
banging
that
I
it
just
against
start
the glass.
swinging the
Open,
club like I'm George Michael with the curtain rod.
I'm going to take narrative license here on this
Okay.
and say that you go into a bit of a berserker rage and start smashing that glass.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What happens is that a crack forms in the glass as you're smacking it, and all of a sudden there's like a leak of what looks like black.
Icker.
Yeah, but like
Sticky icker.
the stickiest of icky.
Sticky icky.
Goes in out into the air, but it's like gaseous. So it looks thick, like as if you breathed it in, it would not feel very good, but it's also like kind of floating, and it starts like swirling around, and it's not following patterns of dropping down, going up. It's literally just moving around. And so what I want you to do now is roll me a 1d6, and that's gonna be how long you're gonna be beating the shit out of this thing. And then you guys 4. Nice. So what is everyone, how's the reaction? Because there's an
I
instant crack.
immediately go to tackle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
same.
I want to touch the stuff.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
that
That
makes
sounds
sense.
right to me. That
Yep,
sounds right
that
to
makes
me.
sense.
I'm loving the breakdown here immediately of this. Jimothy, you're going to grab after the stuff as it's coming out, okay? And so just give me a dexterity with advantage. Angelo and Bobby, you two need to give me an unarmed Jack. You need to give me either a dodge or a fight back, and I think that's a fight back. So give me a melee.
28 on a 60.
And I rolled a 34 on a 70 for unarmed combat.
I rolled a 36 on a 40.
Okay, so Price is Right rules, right? So that means that both of you guys beat Aaron.
Yep.
So you're able to grab Jack and hold Jack down for this turn. What happened with Jimothy?
Jimmy rolled a 22.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, Jimothy's doing his own thing.
Jimmy is doing his own thing.
Jimothy is doing his own thing.
The rest of us are like, ha, ha, ha.
Like rolling around in
Jimothy's
like a dust cloud as you guys are like fighting, and you're like doing this Tai Chi, grabbing at this smoke shit.
I imagine him not even grabbing it, but like trying to like
Yeah, like
do a little like
like airbend it. He's like,
yeah.
So what actually happened? So again, so he was watching the monitors or like whatever, and then Jack goes and starts swinging, and they like, you know, it's starting to come out, and they like go and tackle him. He like runs, does like the skid on his knees, like across the room, and is just like, wow. Like right into like the whatever this thing
Glasses
like looks like.
and silver nose
And it's
fly
just like,
off.
yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have your glasses and your fake ass nose and shit.
And then just like hopefully whatever this like
Oh,
gaseous
yeah.
thing is just like right
It
up
goes
and
like
there's
straight into your face.
Just right
Love
into
that.
the holes.
Love that.
no idea what happens with that, but that was
I
his
got
intention.
a great
and-
idea what happens with that. I want you to give me a power roll, and we're gonna do a contested power roll, and I'm gonna be really surprised if you win.
Okay, 63 and an 80.
Nice. This was 100 on 150.
Great.
So,
So he can win.
there's no, I mean, you could have
could've
prices
69.
righted it, but like he got 100 on 150. So here's what happens: the smoke issues out, or this like weird viscous liquid. It goes into you, and you start screaming in ecstasy, and 4 holes open up in reality right around you, maybe the size of my fist balled up, and they are this like white, shiny, viscous looking in liquid. What comes out are 4 right hands. These right hands are all holding a dagger. Immediately they go to work on your body as the smoke is like hitting your lungs, and they slice off your right hand at the elbow. That falls off, and then they take off all 4 of your limbs there.
Can we see this, or is this just in his
you guys
mind?
100%
Okay.
see this, so this is gonna be horrific sand losses for everybody. Yeah. But
Or
you're
am I, like,
fucking
into it? I'm
loving
just
it.
like,
You're
woo,
so fucking
yeah.
into it. Yeah, like you're loving this. Like this is peak Jimothy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I shout out, damn, this is some Hellraiser shit right here.
The weird thing about all this is that you're not bleeding that much from all of this. As that smoke enters and continues to fill you up, so you have limbs laying down. The limbs are bleeding. The right arm that got chopped off at the elbow is gone. It like kind of winks out for a sec, for like
Winks at you. Go see you later. Wink.
your limbs though are bleeding on the ground. Your torso starts floating up and your face goes absolutely fucking pale.
Is he like losing a shitload of blood?
From the limbs on the ground, yes. From the torso, nothing
Okay,
at all.
that's a
They're almost like
sand
sealed.
roll.
So everyone needs to roll
That's a
sanity for
sand roll
this.
for me. Oh, barely
mean-
fail. 58 on a
You
50.
don't. You're.
I would say,
This
yeah,
is
I mean-
over
I
for
mean,
you.
yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get to like play a little bit as like the
58
thing.
on a 57.
Failed.
Excellent.
37 on a, what am I at, 48?
Okay. Bobby's gonna regain some sanity through eventually at the end here
We have to.
because we have to. Because I didn't realize how brutal this was all gonna be.
You wrote it.
Yeah, but I didn't think that was gonna happen. I think or you were gonna fucking break down the barrier between the
I
black
didn't
thing.
want to.
I know, but you did.
That's the only thing you really would have
I was
done.
like, oh,
Ariana.
the worst case scenario would be this. Oh, they've done worse than that.
It's great,
which I
though.
like. It's great.
It's great.
And it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I
think
lose?
the combination of Jack breaking the thing along with Pat's like shooting up the nostrils was just
1d4 for Bobby. You two are gonna give me a 1d6 plus 4.
Shit.
Where are we at? Where's everybody at? Where's
I'm
everybody at?
losing 10 sanity.
I lost 9.
I have somehow lost only 3 sanity this entire time.
And I've hit a breaking point.
Okay,
Nice.
this is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. The dice are in our favor here.
I hit it, my breaking point.
Oh, where's your breaking point?
Aaron's well past the breaking point.
That's fine.
We
I
both are.
just now with this roll I got past it.
So what that means, right, is now you guys are suffering from some sort of insanity.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you what it is because this is a very specific thing. One word resounds in everyone's head, including Bobby's head. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Chesed.
What?
Chesed. Normally here we would roll some sort of temporary insanity, but this is a very specific type of insanity. The feeling you get is an overwhelming feeling of oneness and wanting to participate in whatever it is that Jimothy is doing.
No, I don't want to do that though. God damn
So
it.
with your loss of sanity, what ends up happening is that Jack and Angelo, what do you think happens? You want to participate and be a part of this. You get an overwhelming sense of euphoria and oneness, a sense that like you are linked with everything and everything is linked with you. And the center of all of that is
Jimothy right now.
Jimothy currently. And maybe something right next to Jimothy in the tank swimming around.
Can I go in the tank?
Yeah. I think if you want to start bashing the thing in to try to get a hole to go into the tank, that's absolutely reasonable.
I think that Angelo would go and like pick up the bleeding limbs on the ground.
Damn.
He's like a pretty concrete person in general, so like his take on this would be like literally the physical embodiment of Jimothy. And so he can't reach him in the air, so he's going to go like try to drink the blood or something.
What was
out
Angelo?
of...
That's what I was going to say. What's Angelo's religion?
So Angelo is like whatever Orthodox,
like
Polish,
Catholic or
Catholic,
Eastern European.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Orthodox.
And so like, and he's like kind of strayed away from that, but that's his like his family all still lives in Poland. Like he speaks
and how
Polish.
he's getting the kind of that feeling like a religious
Yeah.
ecstasy with this.
Yeah.
So I think what happens is you pick up one of those limbs and just start fucking chowing down.
And well, he's literally
blood.
just like he's not eating it. He's literally just trying to chug the blood out of the
there's
stump.
Copious like shit coming out,
but he's
like
he's
drainage.
not chewing on it. He's drinking it.
That sounds good. Yeah. Okay, so Jack's gonna roll some attack. So roll. I mean, you don't even really have to roll attack for it. I would just roll damage. And so what that means is roll me a 1d6. And once you get to like 15, the tank's gonna open up. And so we're gonna get turns here. But give us a. So that was your first turn. So you took a whack at it, and there's more spidery cracks forming. I think Bobby is the only person in the room currently with any form of or any sense of themselves at all.
Do I need to roll sanity for my two companions?
I'm gonna say no because you just lost sanity. Yeah, fuck it. We'll give you a 1d4 and see what happens there. Actually, we'll give you the chance of being really fucked by doing a 1d4 plus 1. And if you roll a 4, then you have to fight, flight, or freeze.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 4.
Have you hit a breaking point then? No, you probably haven't, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what are you going to do? Because you're the one in control of your action. And what's going to happen is Erin is trying to get to 15 with her rolls. And once she...
I mean, I probably am on it. Is there a way out of this room?
Yes. So this room's still like the circular hallway that's like a quadrant of the donut. Outside of the computers and the monitors that you saw, all this stuff that's still like a silvery, sleek room with no corners and now splattered with blood everywhere. But on the other side, you see the partitioned wall with a door that you could potentially escape through.
I mean, at this point, yeah, I'm probably like stumbling backward in horror at what I'm seeing. And then I think even though I didn't really hit like a fight, flight, or freeze, I think I would just like flight. Like I stumble backward because we came in, Jack kind of went nuts. And then Angelo and I stopped Jack. But then because of the craziness that Jimothy did.
Yeah, it was the unleashment of everything.
Angelo and Jack went nuts further. And so it's like I've already kind of tried to stop things and things just got worse. And then I'm horrified and I'm like,
No, I love that. What we'll do is I think you're going to be able to make it to the door. And then Aaron's going to roll another d6. Okay, keep count because you need to get to 15 and we'll keep doing kind of rounds of this.
I think we're at 9 now.
So you make it to the door and that door opens up and sitting in that room, it looks like a room that is where the researchers were doing a lot of their work. So there's all these computers and there's a bunch of like research lab tables. And then like in the back, there are like hoods and shit. And then a bunch of mass spec machines and like truly this giant fucking system of scientific
and eye wash stations in showers.
Thousands of eye wash
perfect.
stations.
Okay. Safety first.
There's one eye wash station with like 3 spouts, and I have to roll sand again because I'm like, what kind of 3-eyed scientists are working here?
What I will say is that there is I'm going to ask you to do a power roll, but you're at a disadvantage, which means you have to take the worst of the 2 rolls.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I could critically fail the next one, so let's see. No, I failed with an 89.
Excellent. With that fail, you are going to take a turn because sitting on the table closest to the door, one of the large tables, there's a piece of black-green, unnaturally smooth glass the size of a fist. It's ruggedly shaped as if it was forcibly removed by some sort of blast. It looks to be very resilient to like physical damage, and on it there are strange carvings. So you have this fist-sized piece of dark kind of glass, like jagged glass, super smooth. With a failed power...
So jagged and smooth.
Yes. What I mean by that is like, it's like a chunk of the ground, right? And so there's like a smooth half to it. And then the back is like jagged, like it's been blown out from like a smooth top half.
Gotcha.
And carved on the smooth top half is some inscriptions that I don't think at this moment you are really able to take in.
Sam drew you a picture. It looks like this.
What is it?
A butt
Buttplug.
Oh, that's it.
This
With your failed
is a
power roll,
sexy
it goes-
scenario.
Sexy scenario goes right in your ass. Roll pleasure. Yeah, so you have your glass butt plug that has carvings on it. The carvings are like very intricate and it looks like they were obviously done on purpose. So with your failed power roll, you were unable to not pick it up.
Okay.
So you grab it and something within you kind of like, I think stirs a bit. Something you've never felt before. You feel as if this butt plug has been in you all your life. Really glad the cool thing I made is now a butt plug.
Turns out I really did like anal.
You didn't draw as fast as Patrick did.
All right. Well,
Okay, keep going. Come on.
well, this next part's going to be kind of gross then.
Okay, let's go.
I have an underlined sentence I'm supposed to read. When you pick it up, you get a feeling of, what was the name of your bond? The sex worker who introduced you to Sean at the beginning of all of this?
Shira.
Oh, Shira!
This smells just like Shira.
Seems fine. I don't understand.
I was like, this is going to be super poignant and meaningful.
This has been the best prelim scenario by far. Like, well done.
So much planning on my part, and you immediately turn it into a sex thing. I forgot I wrote that, and then saw it and was like, fuck, I have to read that out loud.
Even the fact that I just randomly happened to pick a bond that was a prostitute that I'm like.
Well, you got the thing.
I grab it, I start running, but also as I catch a whiff of it, I say out loud, Shira, as I'm running.
It's going to take you 2 turns, so what is going to happen is Erin has to roll 2 dice, and if she gets the 15...
I have to roll 2 at once.
2 d6 dice, yeah.
Can you
do
get the
that?
15?
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
I am at 15.
Excellent. Okay. Here's what's going to happen.
Can I roll a POW?
Yeah. What do you want to roll power to do?
Can I have like one last moment of humanity to like maybe like by
Yeah,
one
can we do
brief
like a
moment of
like
time?
a like all of us roll? Because I think
You guys all get a last scene for sure if you want a
I
last
was
scene
gonna
to do
say
something.
like I feel like maybe a little tweak in my story is that Bobby is the one that kind of got me out of drugs, so I will like pretty much. That's why I'm like I will do anything to protect him, and so like my last moment would be to.
I do like the idea that all 3 of you, in some way, think of Bobby as somebody who has helped you, and even though you guys are all like doing drug running stuff, he has like provided you
Improved
with
my life in
improved
some
your
way, or
life.
like got me out of something that was really bad and into another thing that was bad, but
Yeah,
less bad.
yeah, I love that.
Because I kind of like this. Like we've hit 15, and so like maybe there's like
Yeah.
a brief opportunity to like mitigate.
Yeah, to mitigate what's going on. Yeah, that sounds great. Everybody should give me a power roll then. And what that's going to represent is your ability to kind of think outside of what's going on currently. Actually, fuck the power roll. We don't need to keep that. What are the final moments of what you're doing? Because your character gets to decide their final moments in and out of. We almost shouldn't even roll for something like that if we want it to be.
Well, I'm in a separate room.
Yeah, but what you're seeing. Oh, so let me describe what happens. You slam that club at the end, and it breaks open. The inky blackness just fucking fills that room, and it's like a mushroom cloud, like dust. Like,
Hold on, don't go that far yet.
okay, what do you want to do? You tell me.
So, like with mine, I think that there is one thing that I have one desire to help Bobby, and then one
Yeah.
desire that I just like want everything that it has to do with the black inky substance. And so, like, I think that it is just like a huge exhale, and then just like,
Oh, big ol' sucking.
and it's both like I want this, and then I don't want it to go.
Want it
that
to go
way.
there. Okay. Okay.
I think that for like my final.
Okay. I like the idea too of you as like a torso on the ground, starting to float upwards as you almost gain some
Starting to,
attraction,
like,
and just like a
swirl
fucking
and-
swirl of shit.
And going into
I
this
picture
like
it being a
syphilis
balloon.
nose.
Yeah,
A
truly.
balloon.
Like,
Just-
well, I think what happens though
is actually Jack breaks open that final thing and all of that smoke starts coming in. And I think the realization on everyone's face, maybe if that's okay, is that all three of you are like, if we can keep this from roiling out, we can give him one chance or his chance to get away. And so everybody is just like, fuck it, and starts like sucking in as much as they can, like hoovering shit up.
Yeah, I think I put my body against the glass a little because I'm like a massive person. So like the crack that Jack has created, I like try to create my body as the glue sort of thing, just to even for a momentary reprieve from anything coming
like,
out.
Plug it up, and then you're like hoovering shit up. And what is Jack doing?
Can I use my trusty club and try to break the panel for the door so the door can't open anymore?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like I'm gonna give you, it's like a cinematic thing. So like I think you're just like chuck your fucking club at the like door system itself and just like smashes in. We see, so all at once we see you jump up, try to plug it up. There's like a moment of clarity in everyone's minds, despite like literally fucking dying. You try to plug it up with like you jump on top of it.
Like
trying to plug it up. The smoke is coming out and you're just fucking inhaling it like as you like are floating upwards as this balloon torso thing.
I was like,
and then you've chucked that club that has all the love you like a sister, have a kick-ass summer, and it slams into the...
kind of jams the door
closed. And I feel like we just see that last on the club, the have a kick-ass summer with the Superman S thing on there as you fix or repair daily, it says. And that gets you enough time for Bobby to escape out of this place. So what Bobby sees when he comes out is basically door opens up and it leads to another upward sloping cavern upward sloping kind of tunnel with no stairs. The tunnel also looks man-made, but it exits out into a really small hole that you have to squeeze out of. And it's facing like the I-140 that is like a part of New Mexico's like interstate system. To be totally honest with you, I think what happens is that's been hours maybe, right, since you guys were in that bar. And so I think there is a pickup truck that rolls up and sees this man like tattered kind of like, clothes as you've like come out, and sitting in there are two people.
Damn.
Yep. Our hunched man and our
COPD man.
Our pink puffer man sitting in there.
But we see the tall, skinny, worm-like hunched over man and the thick pink puffer man
sitting in the seat of this truck. Door opens up, and I think there's just a hand that comes out to like let you into the truck.
And I will get lonely and gasp for air and look up at the high windows and see your face up there. Get lonely, the mountain goats.
Jack's epilogue. Nova subconsciously holds her breath as she pushes the door open. It's been 6 days since she's seen Jack. They haven't been by her coffee shop or called and asked her to get ramen at strange times. In 7 years, Jack hasn't gone more than 2 days without checking in. When she opens the door, both Jack's cats, even the shy gray one, rush to her and circle her combat boots, meowing. She can tell by the cleanliness of the cats and the musty air that no one has been in the apartment for days. Fuck. She wipes angrily at her now smeared eyeliner, packs up the cats, scribbles LYLAS in the dust on the kitchen table, and shuts the door. Let the landlord sort it out with the cops. Jack's clearly gone, and she's not going to the pigs.
Jimothy's epilogue. Frank grumbles to himself as he opens the door on a random Tuesday. It's 1 p.m. An older lady he doesn't know stands in front of him, reading glasses dangling from a chain around her neck. Her hands are clutching a tote bag with the name of classic novels printed on it.
Hi, my name is Marianne. I work at the public library downtown. I'm worried about your upstairs neighbor, Jimothy. He volunteers to read to the kids at Story Hour every Monday, and he has missed the last couple weeks. No call or note. It's really not like him. He won't answer his phone or door either. Have you heard from him?
Her hands nervously twist the handle of her tote. Frank stares at the broad. She's the third one this week, all coming to look for his tenant and upstairs neighbor. The first gal said Jimothy hadn't shown for his volunteer shift at Hugs for Pugs, the local animal shelter. The next one said he missed his Planned Parenthood patient escort shift for the first time in 3 years. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in a while myself, Frank replies to the librarian on his stoop. He realizes he can't remember the last time he saw Jimothy. Granted, the man did keep weird hours, but they usually passed each other on the sidewalk every couple of weeks, or a few times a month. Occasionally, they met for a pint at the bar around the corner. Hold on, Frank says. Let me get my keys. He finds the keys for the upstairs unit and leads the lady to Jimothy's flat, huffing and puffing along the way. He fits the key into the lock. He forces the door open past a mound of mail on the other side. Bills, envelopes from charities begging for cash, Spencer's gift catalogs. Jimmy's condo once they get inside is sparse. A solitary bed, a camp chair nestled beside a stack of pallets probably used as a dining table. There's no art on the walls, just a single frame picture on the mantle. Jimothy and 3 others, viper tattoos visible on each of their biceps. Frank looks stupidly at the pile of mail now scattered on the floor. I think he's gone.
Angelo's epilogue. Zofia Bartosiak enters her local post office on Chicago's South Side like she has on the 9th day of every 3rd month for the last 10 years. She pulls out her key and opens P.O. Box number 82, expecting to see another postcard. She's been looking forward to the next correspondence from her youngest son, Angelo. He's always been troubled, but like any mother, she holds a soft spot for him and loves him regardless of the trouble he's brought their family. A sense of dread falls over her as she finds the P.O. box empty. She checks that she has the date right, and she does. Zofia thinks perhaps Angelo has been busy with his new life and lost track of time, or perhaps the mail was delayed from wherever he has been living for the last 15 years. She returns to the post office whenever she can in the following months, but never receives another postcard. 1 year later, she decides to try a final time, and when she finds the P.O. box empty once again, a tear falls down her cheek as she feels her final tether to Angelo slip away.